Hello everybody, welcome to I Love Antiques, and today we're just going to make a very short video about one piece of Canadian glass. It's a real BOLO and it was made by WJ HUGHES and it's called Cornflower. Before we start, I must tell you to stay tuned until the end of this video when I will reveal to you my best free auction result database. And it's not WordPoint, because WordPoint is not free, and it's not eBay, because eBay is my best online auction result database. What I'm about to reveal to you is an excellent source of information, and if you just learn about that resource in this video, you will be very happy. Now back to our feature presentation. Cornflower is an etching on the glass. It was made in Ontario. You can find it, and I'm sure there is some also in the United States. If somebody looked for that at Brimfield or any big market, there's a chance of finding that. Let's see the piece itself. What we have here is a yellow topaz rose bowl. The etching was made by WH HUGHES company. You can see the flower, and you can see also the leaf of the flower. Sometimes it only comes without the flower, but just with bud. What collectors are usually really looking for is the big flower like that. I'll show you a view from the top side. Again, look at the leaf of the pattern, and we'll show you now on eBay. We sold that piece. We have a close-up here of the pattern. There is 12 petals. The petals, they have nothing inside of them, no line, they're not etched. And just at the tip of the petal, they are etched again, and it has a crisscross pattern in the middle. The leaf, they are very characteristic of that pattern. It's possible to find it in clear glass, but in color glass, like yellow, pink, or any color, it will be much more expensive. We sold that on eBay for $125, and usually edge depression glass is worth not that much. So we're gonna look at a few sold price on eBay just to give us a feel of what's the market for Cornflower right now. We see that one that sold for $161. It's advertised as a cookie jar. What makes it valuable, it's because it has a green knob. If not, it would be okay at best. Now for the second piece, a pair of pink depression stamp. Okay, the pink foot is the selling point. With the Cornflower, I mean, both of them together, they are making those $50 tumblers. Goblets, actually. Sorry. Goblets. Let's move on to the next one, which is a little Cornflower in candle wick, like a pair of candle wick, and it sold for $10. It's clear. I mean, it's not something super crazy, but it's still candle wick. And again, just to show you that if it's not color, maybe you don't have to buy it. Okay, maybe sometimes when it's like a very different shape, it's okay to buy it. If you have a booth in an antique mall or at a show, customer would save shipping cost and could be more inclined to pay around $20 for that piece. It's cool to have that. I mean, it's something of interest, but it's not something extremely valuable. It has maybe a little roughness on top, but it's still sold only for $8.50, which is not a huge amount of. I mean, I see a lot of reseller online that sell, $5, $10, $15 items. I mean, I feel it's a lot of work to take the picture, put the description, ship that item, and to sell it for at the end $8.50. That's too much work, too much effort. I can do a lot of better things. One last result. This Lancaster yellow topaz number T1377 bowl. It sold for a whopping $115, and it's only 6" in diameter. I understand collectors that fight for color Cornflower. It's very hard to find and surprisingly elegant. But for all reseller and dealers out there, this is a great BOLO. Okay, we'll move to the next section, and our next section is about books, because actually in Cornflower there are two books that have been published to my knowledge. I will show you both of those books because I own them. One of my collection is book about antiques, reference books. And this is a tool for me. With books, you can learn so much more, so much faster. But it's also, I collect them. I mean, I love them. I'll start with the first one, which is by Christian Taylor. Here it is. Actually, my book is signed right here. We can see the signature of the author. I like that. I mean, isn't that cool? And then there's a lot of good information, and you can actually see even like the candlewood little salt shaker we just saw earlier. And it's organized by pattern. The only downfall of that book would be that it's black and white. It's still a very good book to identify the pieces and to also see the pieces that you might be interested in. See radiance. I mean, this is like, that's beautiful. You can find those things in color. There's a lot of research and a lot of work put into that book. Again, Cornflower Glass by Christian Taylor. The second book is Elegant Glassware with Cornflower by Walter Demiski. Actually, for me, it's only Walter. Walter is a very nice gentleman. He's very knowledgeable, no doubt about it. Obviously, his book is excellent. I mean, I have just good words. We can take a look at his book. We'll pop it up for you here. Elegant Glass with Cornflower. It's published by Schiffer. It was published in 2005. As most reference books, they're all getting a little older, but still very good information. I mean, it's the same information that it used to be. The only thing is the price. That's just normal. So this is my Mr. Walter here. We can see also signed, but this one has a nice little word. May your glass be ever full. Wow, what a nice word for a glass book. I love that. Thanks, Walter. I wanted to show you before we start on page 13. This is the exact same Lancaster Topaz Rose Bowl we sold on eBay. Here it's $155. You saw it. It sold for $125. It's in the ballpark. And this will tell you if it's rare or not rare. It's going to give you a price guide, a price idea of the things that are rarer and how much you should spend or what you could expect. It's a very nice book, all in color. It's also even sometimes very good to identify other pieces of glass because all those pieces of Cornflower, they were on blanks from various companies. The only part that I would say is not as good, well, only on the price thing, but it's because the prices have changed over years. It's the non-color glass. They are slightly more expensive. We see the syrup picture here that we saw previously, $65. That's a little bit too much, but still, it's the right information. You know now that it's Patent City. You have a lot of information in that book. Again, Elegant Glassware with Cornflower, Imperial Candlewood, IZ, Tiffin, Cambridge, Duncan Miller, Fostoria, IZ, Imperial, Indiana, Janet, Lancaster, New Mertonville, Patent City, Tiffin, Vikings, West Virginia Specialty. So it's not so expensive. It's available on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, and also probably at Abbey Books. So why not get that copy of if you can. I learned something too in this video because there's actually a third book that I've never seen, I've never heard of on Cornflower, and I'm showing it to you right now. It's Cornflower, Creatively Canadian by Wayne Townsend. If you have it, please leave a comment below and tell me if it's good or not. It would be appreciated. I might be tempted to order that book. Anyway, that's what's fun about antiques. Every day is gonna be different and we'll learn something every day, or almost every day. Okay, so a new discovery. We will take a minute to check results on wordpoint.com. For those of you that don't know WordPoint, it's a large database with mainly older eBay sold results. Now, on WordPoint, there are 721 results. Obviously, I will not show you sold prices. I do have access to WordPoint, but I will show you what you can have access to, even if you don't pay a subscription. But it's to tell you, if you don't have a subscription, maybe it's a good idea, because you gain access to a lot of information, and those information are valuable. I'm just showing you what you can see if you haven't paid subscriptions. You can still make a research for huge Cornflower, and I put minus Moorcroft because there was some Moorcroft pieces, I don't know why. And I put the prices eye too low. So you see the pieces that are more desirable. Now, obviously, there are results that are older, but still gives you an idea of what's cool and what's not cool. You can see also, you see it's just a little bud. I'm also gonna say another thing about the bud. The bud has to be like the flower plus 3 petals. So just 3 petals. If it has only 1 petal, it's not bud. It's not cornflower. Okay. A presentation on cornflower glass would not be complete if I didn't tell you there is a museum with a large collection of cornflower glass. It's the Museum of Dufferin, located in Mulmure in Ontario. They have over 2,200 pieces of cornflower glass, and since 2019, a permanent gallery about it. Just before I tell you about my secret resource that some of you know about, but some will discover for the very first time, I will ask you to please like this video. Tell us if you knew about this site or not. If you like cornflower glass, and don't forget to subscribe to I Love Antiques for more video like this one. And now, I present you liveauctioneers.com. You can register for free and gain access to literally millions of real live auction results from all over the world. Just as an example, Tiffany glass, 43,000 results starting at 3.1 million. And just for another example, robots with 29,000 results starting at 170,000 Swiss franc, or around $176,000 US. Now for our feature presentation, cornflower. Other presented as cornflower are not real cornflowers. In 2017, at A.H. Wilkins in Toronto, a set of 9 pieces in amber, which is not the best color, sold for $475 Canadian. It's hard to believe that if you see that at a yard sale, flea market, or even at a show, that this set wouldn't be a real BOLO. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And until our next video, happy hunting for vintage and antiques. Bye bye!